Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nor Amir binti Muhammad Zulkifli from BTech student. Will presenting my topic of final year project 1, which is impact of information technology IT on strategy implementation in the food industry in Terengganu. Next is a research problem. According to the Zainuddin Zakaria and Muhammad Afif Kamaluddin 2022, food industry in Terengganu faces a lack of quality knowledge in the food industry will be the correct use of technology, low level of skills and expertise resulting in the production of unattractive product design and limited ability to improve product quality. As a result, this has led to confusion between ingredient labels and nutritional facts, as food product labels on packaging are too small and should not be seen by consumer. This causes consumers to feel less interested in reading the labels and nutritional content on the product. Based on the research study discussed above, my work aims to determine the impact of the use of information technology as one of the strategic business planning of the food industry. To that end, my research equation is organized to look at three main areas. First is what is important of strategy planning on the food industry in Terengganu. Second is why the information technology IT is the best alternative that will impact the strategy planning of the food industry. And lastly is how can improve the implementation of strategies in the food industry organizations by using information of technology IT. Next is the research objective. This research is mainly to know the implementation of information technology IT as a strategy planning for the food industry. First is to identify impact information technology being the strategic implementation of strategic activities. Second is to determine how the strategy planning tools by information technology can impact the production of food industry in Terengganu. And lastly is to analyze the effectiveness of the use of information technology structure as the best method in the food industry in Terengganu. Next is the literature review. Information technology IT has changed the structuring and industrial processing methods of an organization to reduce the use of manpower in order to reduce costs. This shows that the use of information technology is very effective in the development of organization structure. According from this article, the food industry in general is made up of a variety of industrial activities that involve the processing, conversion, preparation, preservation, and packaging of the food products. Next is the hypothesis. First is perceived to usefulness. The perceived to the usefulness of resources will influence the effectiveness of entrepreneurs in the use of the information technology. Second, if perceived is to use. The perceived of is to use will influence the effectiveness of the entrepreneurs in the use of information technology. And the third is perceived to it innovativeness. The perceived innovativeness will influence the effectiveness of entrepreneurs in the use of information technology. Next is a framework. The independent variable is the variable required to manipulation of the variable in the research study as functionals to explore its effect. In the meantime, this concept is called independent because it is not influenced by any other variable in the study, which is perceived usefulness, perceived ease to use, and perceived to innovativeness. The research dependent variable is to export food sector operators to the use of information technology IT as a long-term strategy for industry growth. And the last is a proposed research methodology, research design. The overall technique selected integrated diverse study components in a consistent manner is referred to as research design, the use of descriptive research design. Next is a research method. The use of quantitative research methods that emphasizes the collection and analysis of data is able to provide a more true understanding of the objective of the study. Next is the primary data, is the sketch of the information needed by the researcher to process, analyze, and achieve the study key aims through their utterance as well surveys, personal interviews, questionnaire, and observation were used to gather information. And lastly is a research location. Research location is conducted at Kuala Terengganu.